Hades the game. When I post this on my YouTube channel, I'm just gonna keep it just Hades. I when I started playing this, I put Hades the game to make sure it's, I thought to make it more specific, but I was gonna, like, correct that at some point. But thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff to Talkative Carl on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And follow me on my new Patreon, www.patreon.com/TalkativeCarl. The links is in the description of YouTube if you're watching this in the future, or on Streamlabs if you're watching this live. So let's continue. Ooh, it's been a minute since I last played. Yeah, last time I played was back November 22nd. Wow. And we're in April 26, 2020, not 2020, 2021. Wow.
Got to keep at it.
I'm up.
No.
Oh, wow, thanks. This is real nice of you. I sure am glad you died out there just now.
I'm glad I died as well, Hypnos. I'm glad I died as well.
Let me guess, you got caught out by one of those exalted strongbows, did you there? Next time, if you don't stand around like you're doing here right now, maybe you won't make such an easy target.
Maybe. Call my chambers a mess? Look at your desk, Father. Whatever happened to your court musician, huh? Where's his sentencing parchment work? Stuck in Tartarus all because he stopped singing for you on command?
My desk is far more organized than you, boy. And if you're so concerned about our court musician, why don't you commute his sentence yourself? Seeing as I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Sure, happy to oblige. I'll just ask the house contractor since you're too busy. Contractor, mind locating the court musician's sentence when you get the chance? There we go. Must have missed Achilles. Hey, what's that you're drinking, Meg? Anything good?
Whatever it is, it's weak. Enough to be mistaken for your blood.
Nice. Well, I'll just leave you to it then.
Leave me alone.
Got anything good? Nix must be someplace else.
No, I was saving my something for that little machine gun thing.
What's going on, Skelly?
Yeah, this is it.
Please form a line. Next. Well. What else?
I need 2 more of those keys.
new keepsake.
Lambent Plume. Gains +1 dodge chance and will speed some clear encounter. For Owl Pendant, the next boon you find will be from Athena. Her blessings have 10% chance to be rare or better. Key Tooth automatically start as it took me a life total is depleted. Yeah, keeping that obviously. Yeah, can only clip one thing. So weak sometimes, like I wanna.
I won't back down. Not now or ever.
Lord Dionysus.
Oh yeah, I love Dionysus. I won't come back to this too frequently, but I try to, every once in a while get back into it. That's something that
Sometimes I have to wonder, man, what's going through your head. I mean, I know you hear me and the others, but it's so damn dark down there, I can't hear you at all.
yeah, because I already looked it up at some point last year that, when you, spoiler alert, even if, because every time you die you gotta start back over, even if you manage to get through all this without you dying, you end up just choosing to go back to Hades anyway. So it's all about the journey, not the destination kind of game. So that's why I reserve to just mess around with this every chance I come across. Drunken Floors. It affects hunger. I like this.
Feeling good. Useless.
In the name of Hades.
Strong drink using a fountain restores all health. Numbing sensation. Your hunger effects also make falls move slower.
Hi there.
slow them down as much as possible. Poseidon. Koga and I were just like talking about probably at some point last week about
You're late.
different pantheons of Greek, Norse, and Egyptian mythologies, and it's like I think it was like the Greeks that were supposed to be like. Of course, they, it was sold a bill of goods back during the
Olympus calling.
During the Disney Hercules movie, animated movie, where like Hera and Zeus were Hercules' son, but in reality, that wasn't the case. He was a bastard child, and Hera was pretty much Hercules' enemy because Hera was the goddess of marriage and stuff like that, and she resented Hercules because a constant reminder of what Zeus
Whenever
did.
Dionysus calls a feast, I'm turning up sooner or later, hear me, nephew? So make room for one more blessing and let's go!
Tempest Strike.
Phew, felt that.
I'll go here. Yeah, I think the
Charon set up shop.
I think by the even though like it was ironic because the Greeks supposed to have been the enlightened ones, but their pantheon was constantly like if you read like the history, really quick, if you read anything about like the Greek pantheons, like they constantly warred with each other, had sex with each other, mortals and all this stuff. It was like conflict with either within man versus the gods, or the Titans versus the gods, or the gods among themselves. It was kind of not chaotic, but it was just like it's just that it's hard to say like anybody was in it from themselves. They were a pantheon. They worked in some order with Zeus being the tippy top, but it's just that infighting was constant among them. Not very enlightened. They didn't work well together, if at all. And then like you got the Norse, which my friend from work argued that with the Viking ethos and like that way of thinking, at least there wasn't infighting amongst themselves as far as that pantheon goes. And all that stuff that the Greeks were known for, you rarely seen in the Norse mythology. There's like some order to it, but I think personally by Egyptian pantheon there was a more enlightened kind of pantheon and a bit more order to it. But when I did my video back in February about like what I want to see from African American black movies, I mentioned about like doing like a movie about African pantheons, because the Africans had their own pantheon too before the Europeans colonizer came over to Africa and forced Jesus Christ in as their savior, and it's been that way since. Not saying like if you're a Christian and everything like that, that's all well and good. I am too, but there was like a long stint before the colonizers came into play that the African nation and country had, aside from the Egyptians, the African people have their own pantheon too. And you can check out my video on that on my YouTube channel. You get to hear me talk about that part too, because how many times we've seen movies about the Norse gods and Greek gods especially. There's a lot of Greek god stuff going on in all kinds of media, but the African gods, at the most, we've seen every media format, either the TV show or documentary or movie or whatever the case may be, even like a sliver. It's usually the mythical god Anansi, who's supposed to be like a spider god thing. I mean, I guess that's more interesting to some people. I don't like spiders at all, but there was a lot more in the lore of the African pantheon and African history than just him. And I just want to see that represented.
I'll break you again. Who's next? Shattered that.
Hey, that's the eternal spear Varatha, isn't it? Your father used to use that, didn't he? A bit ornate for hunting, but a spear's a spear, is what I like to say.
Deadly Flores, you're supposed to be stronger. Pressure points, any damage you deal has a chance to be cured. I'm gonna go with
The dead had better hide.
really love the look of this game.
Oh, God.
If I could take a minute of your time.
Whoops.
choice.
wizard.
It seems I need to look for better help.
Now to collect.
Phew. Good.
Got my 8. No one scares what they were called.
Lady Athena.
It's such a cruelty that your father hid the knowledge of your birth and life from us, my cousin. It's unacceptable.
Holy shit.
Divine protection. Which way? Good for the health. We meet again.
Listen to me, Zagreus. Your mother is long gone. You're never getting out of here, and even if you did, what hope could you possibly have in finding her up in the world out there?
I've hope enough. Not that it's any of your business anymore.
Your family is here, and so is your responsibility. You're running from yourself. Though, I can slow you down a bit, I think.
Yes.
That'll keep me alive.
Instant pleasures. Use one depth of defiance. Saving up my stuff for something I just can't remember what it was.
None other than those in the trusted inner circle of Lord Hades are authorized to enter the intricate chambers connecting the vast regions of the underworld. But the prince decides to barge in anyway.
I barge where I please. I'll just go on up. Ugh, this heat.
The once verdant plains of Asphodel are now engulfed in scintillating flame, having been flooded by the river Phlegethon, whose hideously superheated contents could bring death swiftly even to those resistant to most heat.
I'm only flame resistant, not flame proof.
Flame resistant, not flame proof.
Just getting started, huh? All aboard. Who's first? Good enough to eat.
Palm power.
See what I can buy. Hurry up and buy. Don't want none of that.
The witch's circle. Witchcraft. What can you do?
Okay, you take lessons. If your health is low after encounter is restored.
Cheers, mate. I can do this. Skull crushers.
Oh, that was close.
Drakens.
Let's see what we have here. What we got here?
Good tidings, nephew.
Your boons with knock away effects also rupture foes.
Remember me?
The Hydra. Oh,
I hate that Hydra.
Hey, that's the court musician's sentence. Long past due. In the name of Hades, I commute our court musician sentencing effective now.
Oh, hello.
Ah, Orpheus.
Oh, hello, Zagreus. I understand you liberated me from my eternal punishment. And so I have returned to serve your father here. Thanks.
Orpheus, you're back. Look, don't get on Father's bad side like that and you're going to be fine. Besides, right now I think he's angry with me.
I grieve for you, my friend. But if you've come to ask me for a song, why, I'm afraid I must stand firm about my answer.
It's all right. Father can't make you sing if you don't want to.
The sealed weapons by your chambers. Your father won't observe their absence, I don't think. They remind him of a time he stood together with his brothers and sisters. He wants nothing more to do with any of that. I think it's fitting you've inherited their power.
A power that once sealed away the Titans. Maybe it's a power that can break me out of here. Thank you for helping me, Achilles.
Here. I trust that the mirror in your bedchamber has proved satisfactory, dear child.
Better than I could have possibly imagined, Nyx. You mentioned there was something more that it could do once I had grown accustomed. I think I'm ready for that now.
I think you are as well. Then it shall be as you wish.
Thank you.
New talents available.
And then all 7 of those wretches tried cutting to the front of the procession line. Can you believe the nerve? As though they'd get an audience that way.
What a bunch of dummies! What were they even thinking, cutting the line? I mean, in front of you?
Let's just say if they still have any complaints for our Lord Hades, they'll be waiting for a long, long time before they get the chance to bring them up.
Ladies' night, I guess. Or day. I don't know. What's on the old exchange?
I mean, I guess.
Oh, that's not all.
Thanatos featured.
What can you do?
Wait! Sometimes
This one's for you, Three Fates. Tartarus is gloomy enough without Orpheus in it.
The son of the god of the dead shall someday break free from the realm in which he was born.
The mirror's grown in power. Thank you, Nyx.
Let's get that machine gun. I think we'll do more better than
Back, huh?
the staff.
Let's try it. Exegriff, the rail of adamant. Annihilate all who oppose me.
Hey, nice.
Nice.
You call that a hit? almost felt that. Oops, gotta go.
Much more useful.
Good as new.
Been saving up for a long while for this. We'll probably come back to this at some point and try it out. I want to save here. Okay. Well, I'll pop on my Xbox One and play a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Then call it a night. So I will see y'all in a little bit and we'll definitely come back to Hades at some point. Probably not too soon, but I definitely want to come back to this. So just be on the lookout for that. I already have like a few videos of Hades already up on my YouTube channel, Talkative Carl, www.youtube.com/talkativecarl. Link is in the description if you're watching this on YouTube in the future. But if you're on Streamlabs currently or Twitch currently right now, you can see the links there and just go straight to it. So yeah, take care and I'll see you all soon.